How you doing, Tyler? Hunter Beano, Devil's Digest. I know we live in an era where a lot of players opt out of the bowl game as they prepare for the NFL draft. Can you talk about your decision wanting to play this last game in a Sun Devil uniform?
I'm just taking the opportunity and taking advantage of what I still have while I have it. I don't see a reason for me not to play. It's just also it's one of those deals where I feel like it'll help me with the process after I leave from here. So. Also, I just want to continue playing with the guys that I've been playing next to all season.
Michelle?
Michelle Gardner, Arizona. Tyler, when you look back at this year, did you accomplish everything personally that you wanted to accomplish?
Actually, no, I didn't. But I can still look back at the season and say that I did. I tried my best, and that I had a great group of guys on the defensive side that always held me accountable. We always did stuff together. We always fought throughout the games, whether we were down or up. And I was after the season when I self-reflected, like I said, I didn't reach my personal goals, but I'm still okay with how it ended.
And then Tyler, kind of piggyback off that, obviously a lot of guys in and out of the lineup from the beginning of the season on. Overall, how do you feel that you as a leader helped the defense adjust?
It's one of those just doing my job. Just whenever you do your job or whenever I make a big play, a lot of guys on defense feed off of it. Like I can tell because sometimes I'll be on the sideline and they'll look at me, especially TJ. TJ will look at me. I need a Johnson play. I need you to get a Tyler Johnson play. And so just being able to do that for my teammates and knowing that I play a big part in potentially winning games or winning that drive of the series definitely was a good feeling.
Tyler, have you taken a look at Wisconsin and any sort of thoughts about the matchup?
Yes, I have taken a few looks. The matchups will be very good from Pac-12 to Big Ten. It'll be a very physical game for sure.
Tyler, we haven't had a chance to talk to you since the All Pac-12 teams were announced. First team, were you surprised by that? Proud? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I was. I actually was. Where was I? I think I was at my junior high, helping out with the PE class, just talking with them, some of the students and the kids. And I looked at my phone and it said that I had it. And I made first team, and I wasn't looking for that. I didn't expect it. It was awesome, but also knowing that accomplishment, it's not just a personal achievement. It's definitely a whole D line and defensive and a team. It's a team achievement.
Tyler, talk about what you were doing at the junior high.
Just talking with the kids, just letting them know that grades are important, or if you want to get to where I'm at, and helping out with the class as far as the activities they were doing. Just a lot of them had a lot of questions about being older, I guess you could say, being older, what to expect in high school and college, and if I do go play somewhere, and what can I expect, and I just kept it real with them the whole time.
Michelle?
Can you talk about what Coach Rodriguez is working with you most on, kind of getting you ready to go to the next level, what he is focused on?
One of the things we focused on this past season a lot was my footwork, placing my feet where they need to be, and also my hands where they need to be. And I thank him a lot for letting the other stuff that I do naturally just come along with that, instead of trying to change a lot about how I do certain things. He definitely worked with me in a way where he took what I can do naturally and added some of the stuff that he coaches into my playing style, and it made me a much better player.
I was building off of what you were saying earlier about your messages to the kids. What would be your message to a younger version of you, personally, like maybe even coming into ASU or the other freshmen, coming in? What do you tell those guys?
It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up, and I've talked about it in the past. I wish I knew not exactly what I was getting myself into, but more of how it would play out, as far as if I knew pushing myself the extra step, the extra mile. If I knew that earlier in my college career, I think my outcome would have been drastically different. Like I said, I had to learn a few things about myself over the years and figure myself out, which I'm glad to say I have, and I'm blessed to be able to say that now. And that way I can move on and feel confident in a lot of things that I do. So kids growing up and kids coming in now or high school, whatever, my younger self, I definitely probably tell myself to, you gotta figure it out quicker. Also, you know, that's a tough question. Yeah, I'll probably tell myself to hunker down and just focus a lot better.
When you came to ASU, college sports was completely different than where it is today. Now there are NIL opportunities. Do you think it's in a better place? And where does college sports, in your opinion, still need to, where is there still room for improvement?
I'm not sure if Coach Herman would get fined or if I would take the force of it. How can I put this? A lot of stuff does have to change as far as how the games are being played. Safety, a lot of things. Safety, I think football is definitely getting a lot softer in college. I was watching some of the high school games on Saturday, and they were hitting. And they were hitting and saw a couple targetings. None of them got called, and those kids popped right back up, and they got on to the next play. And it's just, you don't really see that anymore because of the rules nowadays, and it just seems like football is just getting away from us. But I gotta keep the other stuff to myself. I'm not sure if I can say it.
Your older self told you that.
Yeah, my younger self would have said it. No problem.
But really,
Sure.
you thought the high school game was more physical than what you've experienced?
Don't get me wrong. There's college, there's some hitting in college, but just that's what kind of stuck out to me when I was watching those games and noticing that none of those calls were getting called. So, I mean, hopefully it can change, but until then, gotta play by the rules between the lines and between the whistles.
Right. Thanks, Tyler.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.